recap the lovely things you guys found last week?
Well, last week we innocently set off on a journey to rescue some dwarves and landed on the Flat Earth Society planet. And turns out we were basically outsiders, and someone showed us where to wait to get some help. Someone, let's call him an acolyte of the area, told us that if we agreed to help him, he would help us get to the dwarves we were supposed to rescue. But these dwarves are pretty much up to no good, and we're supposed to kick him out. We thought, that sounds reasonable, maybe, and agreed to help. And we went through a really dark tunnel to the plane of Earth. And we did not expect to be in such a weird place. Not really. A few of us can actually see. Baden over there can still see 120 feet in this dark. And there's no bridge that we can tell, and a big chasm for where we want to be and where we are.
Basically, there's a Grand Canyon in front of you, above and below. And on the other side,
buildings.
a dwarven village that you're pointed to.
Alright, so we know we want to get across the chasm. Grand Canyon-esque. So where are we again? The wrong side of the Grand Canyon. No, seriously.
We're on the ground.
We walked through a wall?
Pretty much. It was a portal between the planes.
You know where this place is?
A ways back.
The guy did tell us, right, that we were on the plane of Earth? Or was that Nate that told us we were on the plane of Earth?
I believe there's an Arcana check that told you you're there.
Okay. Who
I
ran that
remember.
Arcana check?
Probably Jonathan or Baden.
I don't remember there being an Arcana check for it.
Okay. Well, I remember someone was told briefly, but yeah, it was...
Take over the explanation then.
We're in the plane of Earth. There's a lot of Earth here.
Go ahead and recall what you guys remember from last week. I need to go take care of one thing. It should only be like a minute or two.
Okay.
The plane of Earth.
Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like.
So we traveled to a different sphere?
Not quite. We entered it through the basement, basically. We went through a wardrobe and now we're in the realm of more Earth.
So we're still on the flat Earth place, which...
Maybe...
If we walk out the same way, yes, we will be.
Or not.
If we walk on a different path, we might not be on the same place. That's the fun part of plane travel. And 7th level spells.
We might have found a way to skip all the spell jamming that we normally do by going through this place, although probably not. I don't see any maps about, like, Garganoff this way or anything.
Right. So for the time being, we are no longer in the Spelljammer realm. We have left that sphere, so to speak. We can pop out in any number of spheres as well, which is not the greatest.
What I know about this place is that earth elementals come from here,
Yep,
and they speak the language of earth, which none of us do.
and none of us thought to have comprehend languages, as that's a utility spell. None of us would take that, aka me.
This place is terrible.
Yes,
No one can make a wall of stone.
correct.
Uh,
Just when you need a druid.
it'd be really nice if we could equip our ship with plane shifting abilities, so we could summon it here.
That would be fun.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
kind of. It was
Kind of.
you're breaking in and out a little bit.
So, in other news, when the sphere that Nate so kindly provided us rolls towards the bowling pins and someone else has them selected, the pins will jump over the ball.
So I was trying to play all of that kind of stuff up in character, just so my character knows what the freaking place is. Because let's be honest, I have no idea what the heck a plane is in
That's
character.
true. Well, Baden didn't come from the prime material plane, so that part he knows, understands at least. He came from the realm of shadows.
So if there's a plane of Earth, can I assume there's a plane of sky?
Yeah, there's a plane of air, there's a plane of fire, there's a plane of water. That one's terrifying.
Uh, but
I don't
Well, the
have
plane of
them.
fire sounds pretty terrifying too.
That's true.
If it's anything like this place, wouldn't we ought to just be set on fire as we entered? What do we do? Have to walk into an oven to get there?
That would be an interesting portal.
Squeak to clear up.
Magical.
There is an elemental plane for each of the elements. They all have their
Necrotic?
own domain.
Alright, so we want to get across the canyon. How many tunnels are there?
Do
Well,
what?
there's a tunnel behind you.
Mm-hmm.
There was a number of branches off of that tunnel.
Joy.
There is kind of a shelf, it looks like, next to the canyon that kind of goes a ways. You're not sure how far because it's out of your view. And of course then there's the chasm and who knows what's on the other side.
Right. And about how far across the chasm about?
Grand Canyon.
Okay.
So there's if this is supposedly the embodiment of Earth, does this place not like creatures like me who enjoy the air and flying?
I think it's more of you won't like the creatures that are here.
I don't know. Try to fly.
I try and fly.
It's much more difficult than you're used to. It's very burdensome.
Ugh. That was weird.
Yeah, it looked weird.
I don't think I trust myself to even fly over that gap, except as a last resort. Nothing to be said about trying to carry people over.
Yeah, that does not seem wise at all.
I don't know. I could reduce your weight. And then you could
Makes me
probably fly easier.
Can we look for another way first?
Well, there's a ledge on the canyon side, and there's some branches to the tunnel earlier. How wide is the ledge next to the canyon?
The ledge that you're on is a good 20 foot, 30 foot.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a good size.
So let's
It's
follow
dwarfed
the
in
ledge.
compared to the size of the canyon up ahead, but, if you had the Grand Canyon about 100 feet above itself inverted, you know, probably not quite
Okay.
100 feet, but I
Well,
think
let's
you get
try
the
and
image.
walk around the side. It's a small ledge comparatively, but it's still wide enough for us to
Oh,
travel
yeah.
easily. Okay. That seems like a good path to travel. I'd rather travel on the side of the canyon rather than the tunnel where we might get lost more easily.
Okay, let's try the side of the canyon and see where we get to.
I forgot one book that I need. So you guys
Okay.
travel your way. Let me know what kind of things you
Polo's
guys want to do
Guide
while
to
you're traveling.
Monsters. Oh, I mean,
If y'all have light, Baden will stay in the dim light in the front. Because even.
Cleoc is very much using his light source.
Oh, yes. Baden, when you try and look at him in the dark, he's a little bit harder to see.
So, where'd Baden go? Oh, there you are. You
I just blend into the shadows.
you almost seem comfortable here.
Yeah, it reminds me of home. I like the dark and the dim areas. It helps me be quiet.
So, is there any light here?
Yeah, we saw
Ooh.
some light over by the dwarves over there.
There's no
Yeah.
natural light. Not that you've seen.
It's all magical light.
How's a
No
plane of
natural
fire
light
with no
meaning there's
light?
no sun. That doesn't mean that there's not,
There's fire
actual
and stuff.
torches.
Alright, just for a gameplay, do we have to worry about oxygen consumption, or do we get to breathe freely?
There's nothing that states that it is no air in the plane.
Cool.
But we have no way to restock like rations, and so
Yeah,
Right.
that you don't.
in that case, if I go with my the standard explorers pack, there's 10 sets of rations in there, and I'm assuming that basically everyone's carrying one of those,
Yeah.
That's a decent guess.
or some sort of equivalent pack, whether it's dungeoneering or I don't know what all the packs are, but
If only we had a ranger with Goodberry. We'd be good for a day.
be good for a day every day.
Mm-hmm. Until they forget to save a spell.
And then we use a ration.
Yep.
But yeah, you will need to worry about that. Um, are you all familiar with how long it takes to travel down the Grand Canyon?
Is
Or up or
the
down?
side... No, I have no idea. So the side is going down into the canyon slowly?
No. None of you have looked to find a way down.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
I
we
thought
can.
we were more looking for a bridge across than
Yeah,
necessarily a way down.
I want a way across because I don't want to go all the way down, all the way up again.
Okay, so for the sake of argument, we search an hour along the ledge. Does the ledge go both directions from when we found it?
Yes.
So after we go an hour, Cookie's like, hey guys, I don't think we're gonna find what we're looking for this way. Can we try the other way?
Sure.
Because I think by this time the Dwarven City is out of sight. Yes?
No, you still see the lights twinkling in the distance, but it's further.
Holy crap, that's far.
Keep in mind, a small light, like even a small basic candle in absolute darkness,
Yeah,
is fairly easily seen. That doesn't mean you can see what's around it, but you can still see its
Mm-hmm.
existence.
that's true.
So a couple miles away, basically, for an hour's travel, or a mile or so.
We should be able to go 3 miles in an hour.
Yeah, and that's an easy pace, which I don't think we're going fast.
Well,
So,
it means that we're gonna stick out like a sore thumb too.
Mm-hmm. That's okay though.
so after we go one way an hour, double back, and go the other way an hour, Cookie's like, guys? I don't think this works.
Are there any paths down into the canyon?
I think we should start looking. We look over the edge? What's it like?
It's very jagged and goes down, almost straight down. Nice, very long ways.
Cool. 120 feet or more?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Light a torch and drop it off the edge.
What about a ball bearings? We don't use. Well, yeah, either way. Who wants to use our
Do you
torch?
have the light cantrip?
I do not. If someone else has a light cantrip, they can cast it onto one of my fine ball bearings.
Well,
Marisol
if I had
does,
the
but you
light
brought
cantrip,
Squeak.
Mm-hmm.
well, if I had the light cantrip, I wouldn't be needing a magical ball of light.
Yep.
So, as I said, I light a torch and toss it over the edge.
Okay. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller.
Well, crap.
Well, this became really problematic. Do y'all want to try and go around it? The ledge does seem the most promising. Or we can try a tunnel and hope one of the forks in the tunnel leads us to a bridge across at a different location.
Um, okay, let's walk back to our starting location, searching the edge for any kind of way down.
There's a few areas that look like they may potentially be able to, but nothing looks like you've found a spot that is a path down.
Okay. Hey, Yonovan, how do you think we should get around this gigantic Grand Canyon? in the earth.
I think we should fly over it.
We've established that it's difficult for me to fly.
Do you have means of flight?
But not impossible for me to fly, but it'd be
Risky.
I'm not feeling too good about even flying over this Grand Canyon myself, much less trying to carry people over.
Okay. Oh. Good. Thank you. Painful.
Hello, this is Dog.
So we walked up and down about an hour both ways along the edge, and this thing goes forever, it seems. There's no good way down, and there's no way up. So, the vote is we go back and explore the tunnel. But I don't know that that'll really get us where we're going. We were led here specifically. I'm really, frankly, surprised that we were given no instructions on how to cross.
How far across is this canyon?
Grand Canyon-esque.
Well, guys, we can cross back and ask for how to get across.
We could do that. I have a feeling they might not like telling us.
In our hour of traveling back and forth, did we encounter any people?
I didn't think so.
You've heard some scurrying or chittering and some earth moving, but no creatures have been seen yet.
One second, I'll be right back.
Do we know that it's an actual canyon, not an illusion?
Well, we tossed something over the edge, but no, we don't know it's not an illusion.
Okay.
Assuming we get back to our starting point, I would like to search for anything that would resemble things that maybe like footprints, but that aren't our footprints.
Roll a survival.
Roll a survival.
That's a good idea.
That's a nat one.
There's
Makes it
footprints.
makes it a 7.
Anyone want to help him?
Someone help me with this. I'm trained in survival. I might roll better next time.
Can I help him? I'm not trained in it, but I can at least see.
Roll an investigation, and if you do decent, yes, you can.
Okay. That is a 12.
That's enough.
Hmm?
something
That's
went over
enough
your
to
mic.
give him a chance to. So yes, that was enough for you to be able to help.
All right. Once more, we're feeling 12.
There's some other footprints, but you're not sure what type they are.
So
Okay,
hey, do you see
They're not
these?
really trackable either. They're kind of just everywhere.
Okay. They're not going in a specific direction, they're just going both ways.
Not that you're able to really determine an exact positioning.
Okay.
Is there a ceiling in this place? From what we can tell.
Looks to be of some sort, anyway.
How high is it up?
From the shelf you're on, probably a good 40 to 50 feet. Maybe 60.
So the roof's pretty high. Okay.
Here's the plan, and this is totally not a serious suggestion. Is that we take a grappling hook, throw it up there, and catch something on the ceiling, and we Tarzan across. It has to be a really long rope.
Well, we each got like 50 foot, so sure. And Cleat can fly the rope back and forth.
Or Cleot can fly all the way to the bottom and then fly back up.
No.
That seems like a bad idea to me, too.
Who's all in the party? Cleot, Cookie?
Cleot, Kirky, Arlith, A and B. Squeaks,
Jonathan and
Baden.
Baden.
And Rio.
Baden will consistently stay in the front, scouting ahead since he can see.
This place is completely foreign to me. I don't know what to do. I'd even settle for a magic spell from Cookie.
That's saying something.
It is.
Never suggest that.
Ryu, I need a strength save from you.
Rio's not here. I mean, Rio went with us, but Rio the player is not here.
If Ryu's listening in, strength save, otherwise someone else can roll for Ryu.
Rio's not listening in.
I'm gonna guess a -1 to strength.
She's using a great sword, so probably at least even.
Okay.
I'm gonna quit rolling dice. Assuming that if I remember right, she didn't get any plus or minus damage modifiers, so that's just a straight up 10 on that strength save.
You hear Ryu scream, and Okay. And you see Ryu go shooting up into the air 60 feet. And scream.
Uh-oh. I
What
think
do
we
I
have
see?
company.
What do we all see happen?
You hear her deflect a chitinous form of some sort. Give me a perception check, Baden.
That's a 20 non-nat.
Faintly on the cave ceiling, you see this chitinous creature that has a maw with a substance extending from it, connecting to Ryu, and two large claws snapping at her.
Baden says, oh shit. And we'll cast a guiding bolt at it if that's allowed.
Why don't we get initiative?
Alright, who's got initiative? Okay. Baden got 21 on the whatever it's called.
24 Squeak's initiative.
Cleok. There we are.
16 for the foe. You can call them bugs.
20. I hate this text thing.
Nine.
Baden is 21.
Donovan's 9.
Outlook not good. 6.
At least it didn't hit you.
Donovan is 9.
Moving up in the world.
There's no small guys. Alger's not here. There's no big guys.
Just creepy guys.
Bugs.
Cookie is 6. Fine. Bugs.
You can call them bad guys, that's fine.
I suppose I should roll my own initiative, even though I don't want to roll dice because they've been terrible this session.
Nat 20.
Big waste. But okay.
So almost nothing down here is going to hunt based on sight.
If they do, it'd be a different version of sight.
Right.
Sight beyond sight.
Like true sight.
I need a initiative from Arlith and someone to roll Rio's initiative. Arlith is 16. What's a dex mod? Yeah, but you tied with the bugs, so I don't know whether you. So does Ceradon go before or after bugs? Or Aerolith? I don't know.
One Aerolith goes before, one Aerolith goes after.
I'm not sure it works that way. Yeah, I don't know what the bugs plus is, though.
I guess DM can tell us that.
I could.
I'm
We
assuming.
can let Aerolith go first.
Okay.
So, that is
Alright.
everyone, which I believe it is. Cleok, you're up first, followed by Baden. As Rio
Alright.
dangles in the air above you, screaming.
How high up is Rio?
Above your head,
And how high
about
up?
55 foot. The
And the
ceiling's
creature
about
is
60 foot, and she basically got pulled up to the ceiling just about.
Okay. Pull out my longbow. Fire a shot.
How far does your light go?
60 feet. Well,
Okay.
it's a 30-60.
Okay.
So I don't know if this is disadvantage or not.
It's in dim light. I'm trying to remember what that does. Give me a second. I get it confused with some other things.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Does a 12 hit?
12. 12. Interesting.
Unless I need to roll disadvantage. Of course, I'm half expecting being on the plane of Earth for my arrow to not even reach.
Sorry, I was trying to find the details. Cookie, you're usually pretty quick at finding it, and you're further down in the list. Would you go ahead and look it up? I don't believe it will have any major penalty or anything, but could you go ahead and
Plane of
look
Earth
it up?
and combat like arrows?
No. Low light. Dim light. The creature's in dim
Ah.
light from you. Cleok, you see your arrow strike up there and just kind of like sparks across like you'd expect, like steel on stone to make some sparks, and falls back down.
Alright, second shot. There's a 13 hit.
Same thing again, you make some sparks.
Cleok jumps into the cliff, into the canyon, never to be heard from again. I don't actually do that.
About time.
I don't actually
Baden?
do that.
Alright, Baden is going to cast Fairy Fire
Sorry,
on the
Cleok, I sounded
ceiling.
like you're done. Was that the case?
I don't know what I'm going to do other than maybe put myself under Rio to try and break whatever might befall her if this thing actually does get damaged.
We'll see. All right. So Baden does, you said fairy fire?
Yes.
What's the save
So
on
for the
it?
duration, dexterity saving throw of 15. Yes, 15.
Cleoc, your cursed die is working for you. It fails.
I'd assume Rio actually also needs to make this check.
Yeah, Rio does as well.
Yeah. So I'll let one of you roll it for her.
I'm not rolling that thing. I want a different die.
I'll
Who
roll.
wants to roll the die?
It's a natural 17.
So probably
So
at
she
least
saves.
plus 2 on that.
Yeah, my spell save is 15. Natural 17 should save. So for the duration, objects shed dim light in 10 feet. They're outlined in a nice blue color, and any attack roll against them has advantage if we can see it.
That would have been
Oh, there you
nice.
go. Check that out. Roll it now.
I saw that. Did you make the die more bouncy?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right.
And then Baden will walk up towards a wall. That's about it.
Okay. So that would be Baden, and Fairy Fire makes it so people have advantage to hit them. Correct?
Yes.
And
And they're in light.
Right. And did Ryu make the save or fail?
Ryu's saved. Ryu's saved, so she is not.
She would need disadvantage on it since she's grappled
Oh.
by this thing. She can't really move out of
Then
it.
she fails.
Okay. I didn't know.
So
if
they're
you were
both casting
twice or
light,
not.
and
Yep.
attacks are an advantage at both of them.
Anyone want to kill Ryu while you're at it? No, just kidding. That would not be fun.
Not here to defend himself.
Might have some good loot.
Got a staff for the Packmaster.
Yeah.
Plus 1.
All right. So next up was Squeak. Cleoc. Cookie. To both of, no, actually, because that would take a turn.
You can't do both. You actually, if you even try and talk to us, you can't even fire your specialty.
Yep.
Can Squeak think on his own?
He can.
But will he?
That's the question.
Because none of us in the current party can actually understand Squeak's language.
No one's taking the time to try to learn it.
Cleoc hasn't cared.
It's a language?
Cleoc would rather try and train the crew than spend time with Squeaks and group trying to learn their language. You can learn both of their languages at the same time. Oh!
Well, it's basically, are we going to expend spell slots or not? Why not?
Blinding a target won't do anything.
That's really solid.
All right. That would be Squeak's done. As 4 bluish bolts go flying out and slam into the carapace on the ceiling.
Do you not get the +1 per dart?
Shh. I forgot about that.
It might be +2 from Squeak's thing.
No, it's only +1. It didn't modify
Okay.
that. He got an extra dart, though.
And he rolls the next level damage die.
Yeah. That was a
So,
feat
yeah.
he took. So, he's not bad.
Well, he did 21 more damage last turn than I did.
There you go. Aerolith.
Your turn. Also assuming Rio did not get dropped.
Nope.
Also,
Aerolith.
I can hear you just fine.
Can you hear him?
I can't hear him.
He's doing an attack.
I'm
I
attacking
see
one
what
of those
happened.
things with both.
I see what happened. Okay. Sorry about that. Say it again. You making an attack on him?
I'm attacking one of them with both bodies. Yes.
Okay.
Longbow.
Okay. Roll your attacks.
Yeah. Okay, first one is 12 to hit.
To hit. Sweet. We have some nice
Yeah.
sculpts on the ceiling. You do have advantage.
Yeah, all attacks are advantage.
8 to hit.
Eight to hit would also miss.
On my other body, got 24 to hit. Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Crit. Nice. Roll it.
Okay, so that. How do you do the damage on the nat 20s again?
You roll twice the die.
Okay. I got a nat 1 on both of those damage rolls, so
Nice.
that. So
It's like both
that's,
at the same time.
that's 6 damage total.
You did 6 damage with that crit, man. That's a crit to be proud of.
what's our list dex?
+4.
Oh, it was +2, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait a moment.
So that would be
Okay.
4 damage, right?
What do I have plus? Do I have proficiency in something that would make me do it?
I'm causing confusion. My apologies.
It's alright. Take a look at it. If we need to correct it, we can. So it is now this thing's turn, and it's going to go for the one that's in its claws. If any of you are wondering, that's why I rolled the d8 and lined everyone up.
I figured that out.
Yeah, I figured. When I saw your cursor kind of like counting us, I figured something was about to happen.
And I saw you rolled a 6 on this d8, so...
Hey, a
That's it
1
for
and
me
an
right now.
18. The 18 will hit. And I believe, yeah, that'll hit her as well. So she just took 2 claws, snipping into her, trying to rip her to bits. And
Advantage?
that is... Yeah.
Yeah, she failed save for.
Oh,
Fire.
right.
Grapple doesn't say anything about dex saves at disadvantage.
"17 damage."
Is it still grappling, Ryu?
Yep.
Is it
And
grappling or restraining?
Yonaman.
Huh.
I
Cookie.
believe it goes from one to the other. It makes a grapple, and then it basically pulls him in and tightens him up.
I'ma shrink that thing.
On your
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's nice. Let's see where this one goes. So that's since the attacks are with advantage still, right?
That's correct.
All right. That is a lot to hit. That's a 26 to hit. For the first one. Oh, come on. Can we get a 20? So far, it's 26 and 27 to hit. 26 and 27 to hit.
Okay, 26 and 27 would hit, so...
Also, we should have rolled a D9 because we forgot Kitty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's not a D9, so I rolled a D8. And actually figured that a smaller creature would probably be hit less often, and since Squeaks is smaller than Kitty, Kitty was on the list and Squeaks wasn't. Squeaks is as smaller than a cat. So, Yonaman, you said you hit
Yeah,
once
I'm
or
rolling.
twice?
I'm rolling
Okay.
damage.
Just checking.
That advantage is nice.
It is nice. 26 and 27 to hit. Like, I haven't rolled that high in a while. All right. This one. All right. I have the effects set to cold. I will roll those dice separately. Well, those are nice. 17 damage. Actually, 19 damage. And then the cold damage is an additional 11.
So how much was it? You said
19 piercing, magical piercing, and then 11 cold.
okay. So just gonna check if it has anything here.
And Kitty can't do anything this time because I used my bonus to set the cold.
Sorry, I had a question there. It was verifying there's no damage on differences on that. So what was the total you said? I apologize. You said 19 and...
11. 19 and 11.
Okay.
So it's 30 damage. I'll just give you all as one now that no cold's not different.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was just trying to verify on the creature.
Yeah. I roll them separate just in case.
Had to verify another thing. No, that's a good thing to do. So, Yanniman's done some cookies up.
I need that thing to make a save. Or attempt one, rather. I need it to fail. DC 14 Constitution save.
Oh, it passed.
Okay.
Anything
Cookie
else?
chance in his cookbook. No! Didn't work. I'm no good, guys.
Rio's turn.
Well, Ryu is...
Rio would most likely call her packed blade to her and start just hacking away in panic.
Yeah. That seems fitting.
Yeah?
Straight rolls?
I mean, Ryu could summon the Orb of Darkness from inside a cowl somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't know if she carries that on her person.
It's either that or because I placed myself under her for some dumb reason. She might try and break the grapple, which would result in a fall.
Who has Ryu's stats?
No one. We've been guessing. We've been guessing based on experience from past combats,
Yeah.
with educated guesses on what her stats are.
Wouldn't that be perfect? You didn't show up, so we got your character killed. Oh, man.
I mean, I pinged him on Discord, but I guess he's not on it. I guess we could have texted him because he did say, not going to show up with his cold, but if we get into combat, let him know.
But it was a touching eulogy.
Mario is a martial weapon.
So would Rio most likely try and break the grapple, hack away with the longsword, or other?
Does Ryu have like a Misty Step or anything?
I don't
He has
remember.
the Hug of Darkness.
What's that do?
He just summons the Arms of Hadar or the
Okay.
Hunger of Hadar.
The issue is that she's in that area as well.
Yep. I think she'd try and break free.
Sure.
Well, that's by cutting whatever is holding her, or by whatever.
Oh, I should have shrunk Ryu. Oops. Man,
Oh,
that would have worked better.
I'm not sure.
Sure, she would have been stuck.
It might have worked better if you had enlarged her. Anyway, someone else either roll to break the grapple or make 2 attack rolls. I don't care which.
I'll roll just to get it done. Natural 10.
Woohoo!
Break
Yeah.
grapple.
Not with that. Not if her mod 0.
It's probably acrobatics, so it's probably 12 or 15.
Well,
Anyway, let's assume Rio's still grappled.
Yeah.
So Rio's still grappled. It's my turn. Let's try this whole hitting with a
Cleoc,
longbow
what's
thing
your
again.
passive perception?
16.
You hear some more noises.
I think we might have more coming. Let's kill this one quick.
What is quick?
Quick is me firing 2 longbow shots at this thing with advantage.
Let's
Hopefully I
see
can
if you
hit
can
it
do
this
it.
time. 4.
24 would hit.
Rolling again just to see if I crit. Nope. Second attack. Roll the dice farther, because that's a thing. 23, which I assume hits. Roll it again to see if I
23
crit.
does, yeah.
Okay. So, d8s. Bonus action, Kinsey shot add a d4 to damage on all of these. So, first one does 12 damage. Second one does 10 damage, and that's magical piercing, if it matters.
What was the total?
22.
Okay.
22 magical piercing.
Falls. And Ryu falls. Ryu lands, taking 28 points of damage.
Ouch.
Ryu's probably dead.
Oh no.
We tried.
Not
You
dead.
guys, Cleok, you heard the noises coming. You're about to find out what it is. I will be back in just one moment. I need to go read. So give me just a moment. I'll be right back and we'll pick up from here. Feel free to quickly strategize and plan, and yeah, we'll see what fun we can have.
Let's heal him back up.
Let's roll a new
Yeah.
character named Rio 2.0.
Does that
We
look
should-
better?
So, what did we learn about killing these things?
Don't
They
get
can
grappled
die.
in the first place.
Don't get
Yeah.
grappled.
It's a lot like thieving. Don't get
Or,
caught.
or let me get caught? Question mark.
Yeah, we'll stick you out in the front. That sounds good.
I fall better than other people? Question mark. But Rio took 45 damage that entire combat. So there's a non-zero chance that she's unconscious now.
Yeah, I think healer just regardless. Even if it's just a small one, so she's up and stick her in the back.
Also, Saradin, I'm assuming that your martial weapon of choice was a longsword.
Yes. Okay, so I need to get myself a crossbow ladle. Okay.
Or short bow. Either one works.
Yeah, short bow is probably better. Crossbow, you have a loading property that you can only shoot once a round, unless you have crossbow expert.
Well, ideally, both of them would be holding a crossbow because there's 2 arrowlets.
Yeah.
Does each arrowlet get to shoot twice, or is it just once per?
Oh, it's once per.
Cool.
Oh yeah, then 2 crossbows is fine.
I've got a special abilities that have both my bodies managed to hit the same enemy. I can attack an extra time.
In that case, you'd probably want a short bow.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna. I'm in danger of hitting anything.
It could happen eventually. If it makes you feel better, most of us are at +6 for most of our attacks.
Tee.
I'm +7 with the bow, +8 with the sword. Yee.
Yeah, I'm +8 with my my boomstick.
I'm +8 with my longbow, but only because I took the archery fighting style. Because who would have thought the Spellbinder is a fighter that is also magical?
+3 proficiency, +4 from Dex, and then the sword has a +1 because it's a +1 weapon.
Fancy.
Technically, you don't have just a longbow. You should have a +1 boomstick, which would shoot 2d6s.
Who?
Saradin has a boomstick.
Oh yeah, Saradin has
Aerolith
Not
doesn't.
Aerolith. Make 2 pistols for it. The Aerolith halves.
I don't know if I'll be using Aerolith again after this one, honestly. I was wanting to give her a second try, but Celadon's is a better character.
I'll make your death rogue. I mean,
see, I'll have one of me die and then come back as a half lich.
no.
I'm just
Not
teasing.
acceptable.
This will be Highlander. There can only be one.
So on the bright side, we might have rations for the next couple days with these things. Who likes rock crab?
For some reason, I was thinking these were antlions.
I mean, that's also a possibility. So also, all other attacks and other things are not at advantage.
Unless they walk into the fairy fire. Which would be humorous.
That it would be.
We could also choose to back off and see if the other creatures decide to eat whatever this creature's meat is instead of us.
That's true. They aren't that hardy, though. We just gotta hit them. So yeah, 20-foot cube at the ceiling. And it's any creature in the area, as well as any creatures in the area when light is cast and fail to save.
Which means that if you even had saved against it, still would have had advantage because it's
So
still in the
Rio's
area.
still shedding some light in the area. The good news is they aren't that stealthy when they're moving towards us. I'm gonna grab some more water.
Once upon a time, Baden went to go get some water. It quenched his thirst. The end. I don't think Nate's kid would have liked that story.
So what's the plan?
Bane's gonna keep shooting things as they keep appearing.
Either we choose to back off and see if they decide to leave us alone because there's fresh meat, or we continue fighting whatever comes out the tunnel if they are hostile.
Alright, sounds good.
And Bane can see him for a long distance, so back. Ooh, that does not look like a rock crab. That looks much uglier.
I know what nightmares I'm having tonight.
It looks far too happy.
How many of them are there?
More than zero is too many.
How far away are they from us, if we know? Has anyone healed Rio yet?
Nope. I'm up next, and I don't have healing.
It depends on whether we dropped off of initiative for just a small bit.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard more than one crab, or is it still only one we've heard? We heard skittering.
We heard
He is-
skittering. We assume there's more coming.
Baden has an eye to whatever's coming nearby.
Sure.
I mean, if they're on the roof, like we can easily take them on. It's the 50-foot drop that hurts a lot.
Oh, if Cleoc gets pulled up to the ceiling, that would. If anyone is to get pulled up to the ceiling, Cleoc would be the
That is the
ideal
best worst
target.
case.
Yes. Because I'm a cheetah monk.
Oh yeah, even if you do fall, you're good.
Hey, I just realized my mic was muted. Sorry.
Okay, that helps a lot.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah, these are the creatures that came burrowing out of the wall and kind of climbing down. So the
Cool.
three in the
Plural.
front are on the floor. The others
How
are
far
basically
away are
climbing
they?
down the wall. What is it? 15 feet?
Okay. Baden's gonna shoot at one of them twice. The closest one to him.
Where I moved the little picture of them to is where kind of the cliff's edge is. So yeah, go ahead and hit him.
Yeah, I hit him twice for 20 points of damage.
Okay.
And
I take
Our-
it you made fairly good.
yeah,
roll?
lowest is 20
Yep.
with
And how
no
much
advantage.
damage?
20 total.
Cool.
And bonus action are so to get the idea, ledge is here, kind of, right? They're climbing down
Ledges,
the wall.
ledges back where the picture of them is on the card.
Okay.
That's what they actually look like, is that card.
I'm just trying to
these
figure
are
out what
just
the landscape
placeholders.
is.
So where the card is, just past Rio, is where the cliff edge is. And then
Okay.
they're coming down the walls where just behind them, yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Ward, 5-foot radius sphere, or cylinder, around one of them to try and trap one.
Okay. What's the DC?
15. Charisma.
But you know what? Insect creatures have an amazing charisma. Especially when they roll a 16. Your DC is what?
15.
Yeah, they made it.
They don't have a
Even with...
-2 charisma?
No, they only have a -1.
Darn.
Shame.
Alright. Well, cool. While it's inside, it loses any resistance to not magical weapons.
Mm-hmm. Anything
Cool.
else for you?
I'll just back up a little bit. That'll be all.
Okay. confusing. That was Baden, so Squeak
Squeaks.
is up. Do you guys want focus fire or spread the love around?
Focus fire.
Focus fire, take one out.
So 18 damage. That one's dead.
Cool.
So Squeak sends a barrage of missiles at that one, and it's just... Airless. Bugs are coming for you.
Alright. You mean it's my turn?
Yes.
Okay, you threw me off with them coming for me, but.
And here they are. There you go.
Oh.
Oh, you're not. Yeah, you're on the board. You see what just...
You keep cutting out. I'm not making out what he's saying.
He just
you-
dropped like a dozen figurines on you. Hey,
Oh.
5.
I said, did you see what just
Okay.
happened on the table I just dropped? Spawned a few of them right on top of your character.
I saw that, yeah. Okay, so these guys are on the ground over here? Like,
Correct.
within reach
Yes,
sword?
those are on the ground. The three behind are up on the walls, scurrying out and down.
Question: would either of them have been in a 40-foot cylinder above? Like this one, would that one have been straight above?
Yeah, that one would have.
All right, it'll need a charisma save to get out of that ward still.
What's the deal with the cylinder again?
There you go.
How? It basically tries to keep things inside from getting out, and things that are out from getting inside of it.
So I don't want to go in there. Got it.
Attacks from the inside out, melee attacks, have disadvantage, and any resistances from non-magic weapons are lost. So it's pretty handy.
He likes hunting fiends.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack this guy in front of me with both my bodies. Does 15 hit? 15 to hit?
15 does not hit. You hit the
What was that?
You hit the hide, the carapace.
Okay. 23 to hit.
23 hit.
Is he cutting out for anyone else?
Nope.
I swear I can only get like every other word he says. That's 9 damage on the 23.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
All right. So
They're turning to you. I have the camera down really low, and so when you drug them over them, it just like got really big.
Guys, I don't like this situation.
Airlith, what's your AC?
17.
Well, you may get your wish about the character.
Rude.
A hit and a crit already.
What was that?
This
You got a hit and a crit on one of your bodies already.
Nothing good.
Okay. How much damage?
16.
Okay, let's say that hit Wedge, so. Blue's gonna use the counterattack ability to do an attack against the one that just dealt damage to me. That is a 19 to hit for 8 damage.
Take an additional 4 on the same body as one behind hits.
Okay.
And then the other 3 are attacking the other body.
That's an impressive amount of 4s.
Isn't it?
And a 2.
It really is.
So one hit
And yeah.
for 5 damage on the other body.
Five.
You're not nice.
Okay. Did you hear me about my counterattack ability?
I did hear you, and I marked down the damage you did.
Well, when you attack the second one, the first one's going to use the counterattack ability too. Because I get 2 reactions as a part of a different power.
Okay.
So that will be 22 to hit for
How much?
damage. 7 damage from that second attack.
7 is done.
That's it for this round for me.
Donovan, you just saw 5 insect creatures go at Aerolith and just start nipping at her. A few connected.
One of my bodies isn't looking very good, by the way.
I'm going to try.
It's okay, they will eat you if you go down.
I'm going to try to eliminate this one.
Okay.
Fortunately, I don't have advantage on these attacks. Fairy Fire was on the other creature, on Rio. Is that creature still alive that was attacking Rio?
Nope, it's dead.
Alright.
Yeah, Cleok heard the skittering critters and killed the one that had Rio.
My first hit's a natural 20. Next hit's a natural 19. Oh, dice don't hate me tonight. That's wonderful. So that's a 28 and a 27 to hit.
Those will both hit.
And we're gonna. I can't change that yet. Boom, 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 boom. First hit is 9 points of piercing magical plus 1 point of cold. That was the crit. I rolled low. And next one is 7 points of magical piercing and 3 points of cold. So a total of 4 points of cold and 16 of piercing. So 20 points total.
Yep. I believe that means Cookie's up, followed by...
I'm going to have Kitty
Rio.
come in and attack the same one.
Okay.
So, these are the only combatants within the blue lines?
As far as you know.
Huh. Baden, you are unfortunately positioned.
What?
No.
Uh-oh.
Yep, you are. You are excluded from this area of effect.
Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing right
Does
now.
a 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
Okay.
Can't quite
Even with
picture the
flanking?
hide.
Well, I'm going to use a 2d4 through Kitty to heal the most damaged Aerolith.
For how much?
Let's see, it's 2d4. Is it plus 8? No, it's just 2d4. So that's 4. So 1 and a 3.
So Airlift gets 4.
Congratulations, you just doubled my health.
Oh no.
Is Rio unconscious?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Are
healed
we
him,
sure Rio's back?
Mm-mm. Ryu fell, and you then turned your attention towards these skittering creatures.
Rio
Rio's
took
laying on the
48
floor.
damage, which is highly likely that Rio is actually still alive, but barely. I suspect Rio has more than 48 hit points, or
Hope
more than
so.
45 hit points.
Baden has 48 hit points at level 5.
Yeah, but Cookie has
so-
43 at level 6, so...
You're also a D6 caster.
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
variable. It's a possibility for it either way.
I think the Warlock gets the D8, though.
Alright, let me know when Cookie's turn is.
I believe
Right
it's
now?
Cookie's turn.
Alright, so the 3 targets nearest the wall are excluded, and so is Baden. But everyone else takes 4 points of piercing damage as your bones almost try to break through your skin. And you grow to large size. Including
Everyone?
those 2 foes in the area.
Great, thanks.
Ryu, you take 4 more hit points of damage.
So that would be 49 hit points of damage that Rio has taken.
Yeah, I think he's down at this point.
Well, we need to know if he's making saves or not. That's why I asked.
Well, if you took damage, you guaranteed to fail one.
Exactly.
So large doesn't actually take up extra spaces, right?
Yeah, it does.
Large?
Yes. You take up 4 squares.
Gosh.
Grief.
Aerolith 2.
So it's a cramped space
And
in there.
Kitty.
So, what good does this do us beyond being bigger?
You do a d4 extra damage with your melee attacks.
Cool. Right. also could be
Don't worry,
4
Baden,
damage to
you're
get us
excluded.
there. Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute.
Baden
So
is
Squeaks finally made it to
very
the size of a halfling.
confused.
And the two airless are bigger too.
Working
Right.
on it.
My hit points are now the answer to the universe.
I need someone to roll me a d20 or just any die and just tell me high or low.
9.
On what
Don't know
die?
if that's high or low. D20.
That's low.
Alright.
Donovan, do you want to try to attempt something or not? You can expend your reaction to attempt one thing.
Attempt one thing that's very vague. Yes, I'll use my reaction.
Ryu's going over the edge as pupils expand and push.
Oh, bother.
What?
Rio's likely unconscious at this point.
So, strength check.
Yeah.
Great, that's just an even die roll. It's a 14.
Yeah, he's down.
Yeah.
Not only is he down, he took damage while he was down, so that's one fail.
Lost a save, yeah.
Okay, you're barely able to hold on to Ryu. She's dangling over the edge and you're holding her. She's halfway off the edge. As what you see before you just transpired. As you enlarged in size, you pushed her off the edge, as she also grew in size.
Lovely.
By the way, Erlich, you're halfway within Baden's circle now.
Of course
Make
I
a-
am.
Make a charisma save.
Seeing this happen, Cookie barks a command,
Oh, it's my charisma.
and Ryu is restored to...
I would be an 8.
4 hit points.
So Ryu is now hanging off the edge, holding on to Yonavan. Well, Yonavan's holding on to her. And she has a whopping 4 hit points after failing a death saving throw.
Sorry! That was bad.
I'd like to point out that I would like to point out she still has more health points than me.
Technically speaking, I healed the damage I caused.
To Rio.
Yeah.
Oh, touche. Dang it!
You finally made Squeaks take damage in the camp.
First
All right.
damage taken.
So, assuming it's Rio's turn, Rio is going to climb back up.
Make a athletics.
Trade places with Jonathan.
So, Yonavan, you want to fall hundreds
No,
of
I
feet?
do not.
15?
You
Athletics?
are able to, with Yonavan's help, make it back up onto the ledge.
Assuming that it still has an action, Eldritch Blast the wounded one.
That was your action.
Movement can't be used to climb?
I'm trying to remember what they actually do for climbing something like that, because it's more difficult than just moving. If you had an
It's
actual
also...
climb speed, yes.
It's a DC. It's all sort of finagled.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, you can go in this direction. I can see that being part of the move.
Very well. Rio's going to Eldritch Blast, which I think is the wounded one, or most wounded one,
Okay.
which I believe is that one. I believe that's 2 force bolts. Would you 17 or 17 to hit?
17s don't hit.
And Rio's gonna actually probably use all of her movement to climb up. So. Cleoc would love to reach this one, but can't, so he is going to attack this one. 2 sword swings and 2 punches. Two sword swings first. 22 hits, 16 misses. Let's throw a key point in to try and stun it. Please make me a DC 14.
Okay. And to make it easier,
Con save.
these things have an AC of 18 with their shifty side.
DC 14 con save. Yes or no?
14 con?
Yes. I want to mute Saradin so I can hear.
So did it make it save?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Sorry.
Key point, flurry of blows. Did I stun him or not?
No.
No. Cool.
He rolled a 14. If it'd been one less, he would have.
That is a miss and a nat 20.
Nice.
So, I hit with 1 sword swing and 1 punch. Since I'm enlarged, I believe I get a d4 on that.
Yep.
So the sword swing does 17 damage. The punch does 11, 18 damage.
It falls to your blows.
Moving up here for reasons. Did I say 16 on that 1 sword swing? It doesn't matter because he's already dead. But I probably should have been 18 because flanking. But
Well, stuff and things.
anyway, I'm going to move to here.
All right. Next up is Baden, one of the few unenlarged individuals.
Baden is going to take a couple shots at the one in the front, just because that's closest, and that one will hit at 20 on that. And for 5 damage.
Oh, we
To the
should
one-
be harder to
to the one
grapple
next to
now.
Kitty?
Yeah,
You said 8 damage?
5.
5, all right.
And then he's going to pull out his shield and 10, 15, get closer, and get knocked over by Kitty's tail.
Following your lead. Agreed. Squeaks releases 4 arcane bolts, and they slam into the one there, pummeling him to death. Next up would be Aerolith.
Okay, what effect is this cone gonna have on me?
Baden,
Yes.
your sphere. Can you tell Aerolith the effects?
Oh, just make a charisma save.
She failed.
Okay. You can't enter, so you get shifted over some. That's the only effect. So that's
Okay.
about it. So yeah, you just can't cross the boundary.
Alright. I should probably retreat until I can get some health, but I'm gonna go down swinging.
Cookie,
Because
being
you never
enlarged
do what
in
you
size doesn't give you reach, correct?
Correct. It doesn't give you reach.
So Aerolith, only one of your bodies, the more damaged, is within range to strike. Because your other body bumped into you and pushed you back.
Well, don't think she can fit here next to them? I guess she can't.
Nope, because you're large.
Okay, in that
You
case,
could
That's the
attack and
disadvantage of
move.
being large.
You can attack and move, but
Sure. Opportunity attacks. Let's do it.
I mean, okay, I can
Where are you
attack and
trying to
move.
go?
In that case, I'm gonna attack this one right here in the middle with my sword. It's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay, for 8 damage. And then that body's gonna back off.
And hopefully not die trying to escape because of opportunity attacks.
Okay, what am I doing wrong on picking these things up?
They're gigantic. You're doing nothing wrong.
Then this body's gonna move in and attack that same one.
Hold on, you may not have that opportunity.
What? What was that?
By not
You may not have
disengaging,
that opportunity.
it meant that the other. By not disengaging, these three got an opportunity attack against you when you walked away. You may die before you get away.
You take 14 damage as you move away.
Wait a second. Hold up. I think I have ability for this. If someone else wants to go ahead, I need to look this ability up.
Well, it's their turn to go. So they're about to lay into you again.
What you potentially could do with your other aerolift body is drag your other one away.
It's just a shame that we're enlarged and Kitty can no longer cause disadvantage on attacks.
Okay, here we go. My partner carry ability. Since my characters are within 15 feet of each other, I can use my second body to give +2 AC to the first body, and then if it would still take damage, I can deal the damage to the other body instead.
They still would have hit.
Okay. It would have hit. Yeah, I completely messed it up.
So
Okay, I won't do that.
If you do that, then your other body takes all of that damage.
You said it was 15?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't. The fourth body gets knocked out.
Okay.
That means the second body can't get close enough to attack, can it?
Mm-mm.
Can you use your second body to drag your first body away?
Yeah, that
Yep.
sounds like a good idea.
Because otherwise, your first body is going to get munched on, get attacked twice, and die.
Yep. On the bright side,
And
large creatures get to carry more things, so
Okay.
Large creatures get to carry large creatures.
exactly.
And that is it for me then.
Is that where you all went? Actually, I think Cookie was there. Feel free to move it if you want.
Fine with me.
Yeah.
Yes. I have an AC.
We pay with that. All right. Your AC 17.
That's correct. Because I didn't punch with a normal attack last turn.
I thought you did punch last turn.
I punched with Flurry of Blows.
Oh, that doesn't count, I guess.
Does not count. Really? You crit me too?
Yep. 2 of them hit you.
That's nice.
You have to borrow that dice.
1 of them crit.
I saw that. That's a lot of damage.
21 damage as these 2 just tear into you.
Ooh, blackjack.
Erlen,
Having +2 AC would not have saved me.
Yes.
as you are the next closest, it moves to you. And you are hit.
The one on the ground or the one standing up?
Which one did you have in front?
Were you able to potentially switch positions with the one you were dragging away?
He
Because-
could
I don't
have basically
think
dragged it in
it's
front of him. Like, pulled it.
Were
Yeah.
you pushing or pulling the dead body?
I'm pulling the dead body. The unconscious body.
So the unconscious body is behind the conscious?
No, the enemies are between me and the... I mean, the unconscious one's in the middle.
So is the order on the table correct or incorrect?
It's correct on the table.
Okay. Your body that's down just took 2 hits.
I hope those weren't crits.
Unconscious.
It's an unconscious character who is prone.
Yeah.
So what happens when one of your bodies becomes dead?
Actually, you can bring me back easily enough. You guys killed both my bodies before I'm permanently dead.
Well, that's good.
So what happens to the damage to your down body if it takes additional damage while it's down? Because technically, are you supposed to take death saving throws?
Yeah, death saving throws.
Okay, you just failed 4.
Or death saving throws.
He only had 3 to fail.
That body is dead until we can get to someone who can bring it back to life. And yes, we have to get it back.
Okay, that's what they were asking.
Huh. That's
And that one starts feasting on your body.
You might want to stop that.
Can I go ahead and use my reaction to attack with my second body?
You're not
I
within
did take
range.
damage.
You're not within range.
Even for a longbow attack?
You didn't say you pulled it out. If you had it out, yes, but last you were using your melee weapon. So currently you have your melee weapon as you're dragging your body away.
Good point.
Sorry.
I might be able to bring your body back, but not if a leg is gone. Ugh.
What if it's most of the leg? I call him hobble on. What if all the bone is there?
And you hear
Okay.
some more in the walls coming. Yonaman?
I am disturbed by this development. And I shoot the one that's 9 on the downed airlift. Twice. Hopefully hitting it at least once. Nope, not that one. Yeah. A 9 and a 21.
9 misses, 21 hits.
Alright. That is 9 points of magical piercing and 2 more
You said
points.
9?
Yes, 9 points piercing, 2 points cold. And then Kitty's gonna try to attack. And scoot up here. Attacking the first one.
If you right click after you pick it up,
Woohoo!
it'll
It's a
drop
natural
it
20.
to the table and you can slide it across the table.
It took a long time to stop rolling.
Cool.
Target is 1d8 plus 2. I haven't hit with Kitty in a while. I gotta find a d8. There you are. That's an 8.
An 8 to hit does miss.
No. It's a natural 20 to hit.
Oh.
Well, it's a natural 20, so 24. And that's an 8.
To hit the one you shot?
And no. I only got one of 2 hits on the shooting. Kitty's attacking the other one. Kitty got a natural
attacking
20.
the one that you shot or the other one?
The one that I shot.
That's what I thought, just verifying. Okay, for how much damage?
16 points of damage.
I got feedback again, you said 7?
16 points of damage.
16.
Because there's an 8 and then a 6 and a 2.
Yep. Alright. Cookie.
I don't know, guys. How about Erlith is dead?
Yeah, that's no bueno.
I'm getting awfully low on energy. I could attempt something if you want. I'm not really sure. Oh. Well, I could do that. Hey, how damaged does the body look to me?
Like it's been not on and it's continuing to be not on.
But the limbs are still attached, right?
Mostly.
Well, let's give it a shot.
I'm worried about the side effects.
Yeah.
Good reason.
TPK doesn't mean the DM did anything.
Don't worry, we still have characters on the ship.
This and that. Okay. Five. What's a 5 do? Uh-oh.
That always is a positive sound.
Mana cost is unpredictable. Feel like I'm playing Jumanji.
Oh no.
Cookie might kill himself here
5
too.
is 3. Huh. Well, look at that. Nothing happened. That's cool.
Yay?
Therefore,
Ryu's up next.
you have Aerolith.
Yeah.
You are restored to life with 16 hit points. You suffer -4 to every roll. Every d20 roll, you're at -4.
Hey. I don't.
It works like the standard raise dead. You're at -4. Every long rest, you can reduce that by 1.
Okay. What did you say? You put me at 16?
16, yeah.
Okay. Out of curiosity, did you have any spells just to restore health to people?
Yes, I just used it on you, plus restored life.
I didn't. So in the future, I just found this myself reading deeper in this. As long as one of my bodies is alive, you can bring the other one back to life just with a regular regeneration spell.
With regeneration spell?
Without
Regeneration is
having.
like 7th level. That's like if you.
No. Yeah, that's a 7th level spell, man. I used a 3rd level spell to bring you back.
Regeneration or heal?
It's regeneration.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's kind of hard to.
Regeneration is something like as long as one of your bodies is not like disintegrated, you can use regeneration to produce your second body, even if there's nothing left of your second body.
Which is nice flavor text.
It means that if we had lost your other aerolith off the side of the cliff, you could use a regeneration spell to create a new aerolith with your surviving body.
This is the text that's throwing me off.
I've read it.
Well,
He's right.
oh, okay.
So I did it the cheapest way possible.
Oh, I.
Cookie's out of mana now, and
But I live.
sweating bullets. Yeah, but you're almost dead again. Don't die, please. It's all my fault.
I live. I decided to retire after this adventure.
You might. Ryu, you're up.
Rio will, since Rio would normally be using her greatsword because she's enlarged, but she's also at 4 hit points, so she won't.
Yeah.
I
Blast
imagine.
sounds nice.
I imagine I'm going to see 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Nice.
And I think both of those will hit.
They should.
I'm going to target the top one.
Okay.
So that is 6 damage and 3 damage. Because she does not have Agonizing Blast yet.
Another one.
And I think she'd hide behind the enlarged mouse at this point.
The enlarged mouse that doesn't look any bigger or smaller to her.
That is a fair point.
All right. I don't know if either of these have been damaged or not, but Cleok is going to... he's kind of angry that they tried to eat him. So...
The one closest towards Aerolith and Cookie has been hit.
All right. First attack with unarmed attack. Misses. Second attack with my sword. Will hit. Let's see how much damage I do on this before I decide. Since I'm still big. I assume I'm still big. Does a whopping 8 damage. There's a high chance that we'll at least attempt the rest after this. So key point flurry of blows, 2 unarmed attacks.
Well, there's a high chance we'll just attempt to die after this.
1 misses, 1 will hit. That's a 19. And so that does an additional 8 damage.
Okay.
And I'm not going anywhere.
So yeah, since you're next to the wall, you did hear them. They're very, very close.
Oh, I think there's more coming.
How high in the wall are the holes?
They're varying heights.
What's the highest one?
30 foot up.
Cool. I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to move next to this guy. And the holes are like in this area, so to speak.
Yeah, along that wall.
Alright. I'm going to cast Ward, including some of the holes if I can.
You've seen them create the holes.
Okay.
They're
I'm
not
just going to...
pre-made holes.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take a guess and cast Ward there. And then I'm also going... Well, yeah, then I'm going to cast Moonbeam in that same area. And I've also switched to my Sword and Shield. So Moonbeam is a Constitution save of 15.
Failed both.
Then that will be 12 points of damage, radiant damage to them. And it happened when they start their turn there, but we can just do it now for that.
It's easy to do it now. I kind of just gone that way.
And then, yeah, charisma save to try and exit the thing. Disadvantage on attacks again out of the sphere or cylinder. That's Baden's turn.
Squeak looks like he's getting ready to head out of here. Let's see.
Seems fair.
Yeah, why don't you guys fly in all of us?
He's going to go ahead and shoot his darts at that one there, though. And that one's barely holding on.
Well, that's interesting.
So yeah, Squeak starts hightailing it, and that's the end of the turn, so airlift is up.
What are the enemies?
There's one
One
left.
left and more on the way.
Well, I can't really get to that with everyone surrounding it. So, can I tell where the ones on the way are coming from?
Just the wall.
Yeah, they're coming from the wall. And from down this way where the other members of the party are that aren't technically here. But the tunnel that you guys came in is down this way, and so they're coming. You hear them in the tunnel down that way as well.
Well, once I'm done doing somersaults, I'm going to move as far that way as I can and prepare to attack anything as soon as they show up.
If there's no end to these guys, we really need a game plan.
Yeah, we should probably run away
Well, it's awful
at
late,
this point.
so
Yeah,
we're
that too.
going to finish this round. So once it's Kleak's turn, we'll call it.
And that's it for me.
Okay. The bug is going to try to nip at Hayden. You're the smaller one.
Yep.
He's going to try to bite
Attack
you.
at disadvantage.
18 AC.
18 is what he rolled with disadvantage.
Dang.
I tried.
And he missed with the second.
That's funny.
6 damage as he slams into you with
You only
his...
need to roll disadvantage once.
Oh.
It's a reaction. It's a defensive pounce. And so it's like you're using the creature's reaction.
Okay.
So is it a +5 then?
Mm-hmm.
That they're using attack? Okay. So I guess 2 would have hit then. Or are you?
I'm just going to reroll it and see if it does
Yeah.
anything. I thought you said all of them. So that one did 4 damage.
Alright, first one was also
6.
4? 6.
So
Cool.
10 total damage. As this thing hits you twice.
Cool.
Just slams both of its lovely scything talons into you.
That's good.
Like screams and makes insectoid noise in your face.
Oh, wait. Its attacks are both at disadvantage. Because it's
Both of
attacking
them are.
across the boundary.
Okay, that's why I wasn't sure. So if they both are, then the first
just
one hit, the
the
second one
sixes.
didn't, so just the 6.
Great. Cool. I knew I put myself next to my boundary for a reason.
Oh, so it's okay. Bum bum bum. Since that one's still up, I'm gonna shoot it. I'll have to move around a bit, I guess, to shoot it. Deed. And then we need to leave.
And yes, you do see those ones come rushing out of the hall, and you hear some burrowing in the walls about to pop out.
I missed both of them. Highest was an 18.
Is Kitty gonna bite?
That would be through the barrier, right?
Yep.
Nope.
That's not a disadvantage, though. Only attacks out have disadvantage.
Oh, well,
It's a one-way barrier.
Yep.
okay.
It only affects melee attacks.
Then that's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
So amusing. It's a +4 versus a +8, and I rolled a high enough more.
Wasn't the AC
What did-
18?
I thought the AC was 19.
The AC is 18, so a 19
Oh,
hits.
then one of the hits from Yanovan hit, because the high
Okay.
one. 18. Cool, nice. 10 piercing, 6 cold. So 16 from Yanovan. And then.
Yanovan killed it.
Oh, cool. Kitty takes a chunk out of it and drags it out.
And then Cookie, Rio, and Cleoc. So we will pick up here next week as you see this lovely host of them in the hall coming for you, and you hear more about to pop out of the wall.
Kitty chomps on it and shakes it side to side just to,
We'll
make sure it's
next
dead.
week. Yay! Cookie, how many more turns is enlarged?
Another 6 rounds.
Oh boy.
Although
Oh gosh.
I can end it early if I need to.
Yeah, I didn't use our D4. I didn't use my D4 of extra damage.
It's
only for
considered a
melee,
concentration effect
so
right
Kitty
now.
would get it. Your gun wouldn't.
Oh. Okay,
All right,
well, I've
well-
not been.
Mark your health, and yeah, we'll see what happens next week's gents as you deal with the fact of lovely biting insectoid creatures coming out and gnawing on you and starting to eat Aerolith. Isn't it fun?
So this does not seem to be the right direction to go.
Well, you kind of only have one way to go now.
Exactly.
Well, two
Off
ways.
the
You
cliff?
can jump off the cliff, or you can run down the hall or the shelf.
So as a question, are they coming in from where we were? Our origin point?
Yes, because you
Okay,
passed here,
cool.
and so they're coming out of that tunnel as well as through the wall.
Cool. Sounds great.
And don't worry, you hear some of them below your feet as well.
Nice. So Windows just did something to me?
Just a second. So, yeah, we'll pick up here next week. See you guys then.